Hey everyone, this is Zach, and today I want to talk to you about Reg A++. So some of you guys might already know this or know about the tournaments that we have been running, but the reason why I'm talking about it today is because I want to give people the chance to jump in at the beginning of a couple of the changes that we are making to allow them to have the best chance. Not to mention that, but I also want to see the tournament grow, and it's really fun. So we've been enjoying it, and I want more people to have that chance. So this video helps out with that. Now, what is Reg A++? So to get there, we have to talk about what Reg A was. Reg A was the official VGC format for the beginning of the 2023 season. It was previously known as Series 1. It is a format that only has Paldean Pokemon from the Paldean Pokedex and excludes any of the Paradox, Legendaries, or Ruin Pokemon. So basically, it was just Pokemon that you can hatch from eggs. If you can hatch it from an egg, it's legal. And unfortunately, this format, Reg A Series 1, whatever you want to call it, was only the official format for 29 days. That's right, 29 days, January 2nd through January 31st, and only one tournament was held under it, and that was the San Diego Regionals in 2023. As the DLC came out, more Pokemon became available in Scarlet and Violet, and that's awesome. Some people got their favorites back. Some of these Pokemon that were brought into the Teal Mask DLC and the Indigo Disc DLC were already not viable at all with the current formats. But that's where Reg A++ comes in. Reg A++ is an expansion to the Series 1/Reg A format that allows those Pokemon that meet those requirements from the Teal Mask and the Indigo Disc. So if you want a rain team with Politoed or Ludicolo, you can do that now because they were introduced in the Teal Mask. That's legal with Reg A++. I'll talk about what's not allowed and what is allowed in a moment, but basically this lower power level allows you to have a little bit more freedom to play different Pokemon in different teams. And all of those VGC haters out there that go, oh, it's just the same 6 teams, come play Reg A++ and play with your favorites. Play with the mons that you want to play with. Give it a try. Am I not saying that there is a meta forming? No, there's definitely a meta forming. You're going to see things like Rillaboom and Incin with 30 to 40% usage, but you at least don't have to worry about Urshifu. I don't know. It's still fun to play, and it still has a lot more room for people to experiment and try different things. In the last tournament, we had 2 Hisuian Braviary teams that were really cool, and the creator said they definitely want to keep working with Hisuian Braviary and try it out a little bit more. But why am I talking about this now? Well, let's take a look. The reason why I'm talking about this now is because Reg A++ number 11 will be the first under our Series 2 structure. I took the first 10 tournaments and made it like the Series 1 of it. This will be a new set of series, and so this is something new that we're doing, and this is something new that I'm trying because this wasn't here before number 11. I just made the first 10 in a series just to have them somewhere. But the series breakdown, you're going to get placements based on where you land in the Reg A++ tournaments. The points are probably going to change, and I think I will enable a best finish limit just to not punish players for not participating in every single tournament. But as you can see now, we have point placements for first place all the way up to 12th with kickers in there. For a matter of fact, in the last 3 tournaments, we have gotten to 17 plus players. This one right here already has 18 registrations, so we'll have a top 8, and the top 8 people will receive points. If we go over 20 players, then 9th and 10th will also earn points as well. So the more people that play, the more points we're going to have. If we get to that point where we will have to add a second round of Swiss, or we'll go to top 16, the points will be adjusted for that. I want it to be fair, and I want at least 50% of the players for like larger tournaments to walk away with at least 1 point. And down here is just the rules that are in every Reg A++ tournament. And so it tells you what Pokemon are allowed, and it gives you their dex numbers. And then we have Weird Deer and Sneasler for Pokemon Home National Dex numbers, because they can't be acquired in actual Scarlet and Violet without bringing other Pokemon in. I think Weird Deer? No, I don't think so. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, you have numbers for the Paladin Pokedex, the Kitakami Pokedex, and the Blueberry Pokedex. And so you might wonder, like, what Pokemon are not included. And these are the banned Pokemon. So banned is legendary Pokemon. So Miraidon, Koraidon, Kyogre, Groudon, all that good stuff. Banned. Sub-legendaries, Lando, Urshifu, Tornadus. Pokemon like that, not allowed. No Urshifu. Okay, no Urshifu. Ruin Pokemon, Chien-Pao, Chi-Yu, even Wo-Chen. Not allowed. Paradox Pokemon, Fluttermane, Iron Hands, not allowed. All forms of Ogerpon, all forms of the Loyal 3, and I shouldn't have to say this, but it was on here in earlier formats, but mythical Pokemon as well. No mythical Pokemon. Just basic rules. And it talks about these tournaments. So I do have the last one, for example, here. As we can see, the winning team was Sand. We also have Meowscarada, very alike, very similar to the San Diego team. You got your Whimsicott, Blood Moon, Hisuian Samurott in top 4. You got your regular Ursaluna. You got your Komos, your Golden Goes, your Rain teams, Superior, Comfey, Greninja with Annihilate and Side Spam, Glamora, just good stuff, and then myself down here with a Slacking team. And things like the Slacking team is what I'm talking about, where there is a little more freedom to do a little more, like a couple more things here, and try different stuff, different gimmicks. And so if we look at the metagame, we do have Golden Go. Golden Go has been our big boy at 48% for the past couple of tournaments. But you see, not everyone's using Instant and Rillaboom, but they are super common. There's going to be Mons, just like in any format, where you see are going to be common because they're good. But there's also room for experimentation. We had a Slacking, we had Weevil, Garchomp. What are some other cool ones? Greninja, Hitmontop, Malamar, Torterra. And so there's a decent amount of Mons that like only had one bit of usage. And that's what we want to see. We want to see just people try different stuff and see what works and what doesn't. Of course, like I said, there is a meta forming, but it's not as restricted as the restricted formats. As I said before, this is going to be a new series starting with tour number 11. And players will earn points each tour based on results. We plan on having some form of invitational at the end. What that's going to look like and who's going to be allowed. Is there going to be a requirement? Are we going to take the top 10? Are we going to put a bar of points? I don't know. We haven't figured that out yet. But if you want to be part of that conversation, you can start by just letting me know in the comments down below. Also, if you want to get more involved with this or join the tournaments, make sure you check out the Discord in the description down below. That is the Discord for my YouTube channel, where a lot of people have grown to love this format and a lot of people talk about it. We have people doing practice matches and test matches almost every night because there's no way to practice on Showdown and force other people to follow the same rules that you're restricting yourself to with the Pokemon. Like I said, I want to form this series a little more. I want more people to join. My next goal is to have enough people to do 6 rounds instead of 5 of Swiss. And where the invitational is going to go, we're going to figure that out as we progress with this series. But I think it's going to be fun, and I really want to give it a try. But I've been super busy. So once again, if you want to be involved, if you want to help with organizing or judging on Limitless, I would love to hear from you. Join the Discord, let me know. And another way you can find out is by following me on Twitter. I post about these tournaments in my community tab on YouTube and my Discord. They're on Limitless, obviously, and then I post them on Twitter as well. So I just want all these tournaments to have to be fun. I want people to enjoy them. I want it to be a great space for people to be creative with their teams. And I know that a lot of people are opposed to formats with restricted Pokemon, with legendary Pokemon. So this gives those people a chance to continue to play VGC without having to deal with that. My buddy Harald, for example, has been talking about the metagame of Reg A++ on his channel. He was one of the inspirations for this format because he hates restricted Pokemon. He hates legendary Pokemon overall, and he just wants to play fun, goofy teams. And he's been doing that. He brings Toadscruel to almost every single Form 1. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's fun. We love it. We love it, and I hope that you'll love it too. So if you want to get involved, check out the Discord, check out the Limitless page, check out the Twitter, like and subscribe. So that's going to be all. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. If you want to get involved, join the Discord. And the next tournament is this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do have late check-in and late team registration. So if you need more time to figure out your team, take it. But if you're not registered before round 1 starts, you cannot join later on. So join now, have fun, and I hope to see you at the next tournament. And until the next video, I'm Zach, and we'll see everyone later.